I got a lemon seed in here.
Shoot it out the other side.
Welcome back to Behind the Barn, everybody. Today marks a very special day where we have the one and only Mr. Kerry Adams here on the show. How you doing, Kerry?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Pretty well. Glad to have you today.
Well, thanks for having me.
First things first, we already said your name, but tell us where you're from and what band you're part of.
I'm originally from Leslie County, Kentucky, but I'm currently living in Crab Orchard, Kentucky. And I'm the lead singer, rhythm guitar player, and keyboard player at the moment for Whiskey Ridge.
How long you been with Whiskey Ridge?
Well, it's a long story. No, not so long. Me and Glenn, we've played together since like 1999, I think.
It's a long time.
Off and on, different bands, but we've played together for a long, long time. We were playing with some other guys, and they decided to go their own way, and me and Glenn was like, well, we'll just continue on, and we'll just start another band ourselves, and we decided to call it Whiskey Creek.
Whiskey Creek.
Whiskey Creek. And then another one of the members decided, oh yeah, I'm a member of Whiskey Creek and all this, and then what do you know? There's a band down the road named themselves Whiskey Creek that he talked to.
Nice.
Kind of made me mad. So I liked the logo of the Whiskey Creek that I'd made, and I was like, I'm keeping the whiskey because I like it. And we ended up just coming up with Whiskey Ridge, and it's kind of stuck.
Brings us to question one. Give me your top 3 singers of all time.
Top 3 singers. All right, first, I guess if you've been to one of our shows, is obviously going to be Steve Perry. Robert Plant, close second, maybe head to head there. And probably my third would probably be Whitney Houston.
Interesting pick.
Yeah. She just had pipes, man. I mean, she could sing.
Can't argue
She
with
could
that.
sing.
Give us your perfect album. What is it?
Probably Dark Side of the Moon. Because you could put it on and the sound never really stops. I mean, it's just one song going into another. Everything just bleeds together, And it's an experience that if you just put a song on, it just starts and stops. It's just one long song.
This one's a fun one for question 3. What are your top 3 songs that you like to play live?
My number 1 would be Don't Stop Believing.
Classic.
Because, I mean, just everybody loves that song.
I don't know if I've ever met anyone that's like,
Yeah.
Soon as that one
And
comes
surprisingly, a chick song that I do, the Four Non-Blondes.
and then,
I'll Be There For You, Bon Jovi.
okay. What is one thing that Mr. Kerry Adams could not live without? Not a sponsor.
This is the only thing I can sing and drink.
The Diet Dew.
Diet Dew. Everything else dries me out. Water dries me out. It's weird. Helps me reach the clouds, man.
Next up we got, do you have a guilty pleasure song or band? One that if you put it into the band group chat, they would absolutely stone you for it. But you
Strutting.
like strutting.
Strut my step. Do. Strut my way on over to you. It's got a groove, man. I mean, it does. It's just got a groove. It's got a great groove.
Strutting by Thumposaurus.
That's right.
I don't think I've asked this one previously. Do you have an ideal vacation?
Ocracoke Island. It's great. Not a lot of people there. There's no commercial businesses there, really. You get there by ferry either way you go, but there's a long ferry and a short ferry. You have to do the short ferry, you have to drive all the way around the Outer Banks.
What else are you doing besides the beach while you're on vacation?
I looked for Blackbeard's treasure because he supposedly had ported there.
He's metal detecting.
Yes.
This one's always fun. What is the worst gig that you have ever played?
Well, we had a drummer come in and we didn't realize it at the time, but he was sick. He was really sick, and we didn't realize it. And it was like he'd forgotten how to play drums. And I ended up having to get behind the drums and finishing the night out, like 2 sets. He had COVID and he'd gotten a blood clot, and we didn't realize that. We didn't know what to do. So
That's a bad gig.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to end the regular questions on a high note. Do you have a favorite on-stage memory?
Yeah. This was back in probably 2000. in the great year 2000.
The olden days.
The olden days. Me and Glenn was playing at the time with my buddy Travis Smith down in Static, Tennessee, right on the line. I mean, you could walk outside and be in Kentucky. But we had made our homemade flash pods. Researched, figured out how to do it safely.
Every good story starts with homemade pyrotechnics.
Yeah, homemade pyrotechnics, yes. You know, we weren't going to do it the first set or second set, so third set we was good. Everything was in place. Travis went to step on the button, and nothing happened. I was like, well, we'll get it next set. It'll be fine. Well, the next set come around, was like, all right, let's do the flash pods. Glenn has to be on one trigger, and Travis has to hit the other trigger, or it won't go off. We was a three-piece, so that way nobody would be around the flame when it went off. Glenn was in spot. We was getting ready to hit the last note of the song, and went off perfect. The whole place was quiet. Off in the main back, it was the funniest thing. This guy had the most hick-sounding voice you've ever heard in your life. And he was like, that's fucking Kiss, by God! And that will live in my memory. If I'm senile, I'll still remember that.
This brings us to the Backyard Bonfire segment. These are questions submitted by viewers and other people around here at the Silver Eagle. Kerry, what is your musical hot take?
I'll probably get some shit over this one, but I don't like the Stones. The Stones are terrible. I mean, they're old. I'll give them that. They've lived through everything. I mean, like dinosaurs and shit. But
That's like 400 degrees.
Bring
hot
it.
take. This next one is coming from Cypress, my beautiful wife, and she wants to know, which is your favorite tom? The first tom, second tom, or the floor tom?
the floor tom. It makes things shake. Sometimes booties.
This next one's a cool one. What is one thing that you've yet to accomplish musically?
Of course, I've never had a hit song, but, you know, I guess that would be a
hit
song
song?
that charts anywhere, but, you know, that would be a nice little thing, I guess.
Okay. I asked this one on the last one, and I'd like to hear a couple different answers for it from different people. You get 5 words. What is your life, the movie?
I think I've got it. The man that's moved a lot.
We'll count that.
A lot. A lot.
How many times you moved?
Oh my God, it's a lot.
It's in the title.
Let me count it. Let me count it up here.
2,000 years later.
I would say probably around 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah.
That classifies as a lot.
Yeah.
You're on your deathbed, and you have roughly 5 minutes. What is the one song that you would listen to? The last song you'll ever hear?
Freebird, man. Freebird.
Would it be?
No, I don't know, man. Let's see. Probably some Zeppelin.
Which one? Whole Lot of Love? The Ocean?
No.
When Levee Breaks? Stairway? Is it Stairway to Heaven?
No, not Stairway to Heaven, no. Probably the Immigrant Song. What better to go off?
That would take you to Valhalla.
And I've told my wife several times that I want a drum solo at my funeral.
Who's playing it?
I don't know. I don't care.
Somebody.
good. Chuck can.
That worked.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the one and only Mr. Kerry Adams. Kerry, thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You can check out Whiskey Ridge on Facebook and at whiskey-ridge.com. Check them out. Follow us on Facebook at Silver Eagle. We just hit 5,700 likes. Check us out there.
Silver Eagle!
Thank you very much.